What's up guys, Chris here from Mainely Mesh. This year I wanted to do a little bit of a holiday gift buying guide. I'm probably 2 weeks late or so on this video. I was on a road trip and I got distracted, but might as well get it out. Today we're going to start with a few shafts that I think you guys should keep an eye out for on your holiday lists. So let's get going. Overall, there's been not too many new options on the shaft market. You know, a lot of the classic kind of recycling old models, putting new logos on it and stuff, but we have had some pretty novel products that I do want to mention, as well as one that is a Redux that I like a lot too. The first shaft I want to talk about is the Dragonfly 7. These shafts have been absolutely flying off the shelves, and for good reason. They're hands down the best Dragonfly that Epic has ever made, with the 12K weave in between the hands to increase that cross-check strength. The whole feel is amazing. It's even more accurate than the last versions were. Which is something that a lot of people are still kind of hesitant about when transitioning from metal to a composite shaft. This composite is hands down the most accurate composite shaft I've ever used, and it was something I could actually notice. They are now also available in the limited edition white colorway, which is always a fan favorite and looks gorgeous this year. They still kept that kind of naked look of the 12K weave on the bottom, but had the all white up top. Really simple graphics. If you're thinking about going into a carbon fiber shaft at the $140 mark, even at the $100 mark, I think it'd be worth spending that extra 40 bucks. And the Dragonfly Gen 7 is an amazing, amazing shaft. Even for you deep pulls too, they kind of kept that extra strong cross-check strength resistant thingamabobber. My words are failing me, but they kept actually twice the length of the 12K weave on the bottom of the deep pulls, allowing it to be even stronger when you guys are cross-checking, still having great slash resistance up top with their 3K weave. Really awesome product. My top of the list this year as far as shafts go, for sure. The other carbon fiber shaft that makes this year's holiday gift buying guide is absolutely the Wolf Athletics Element shaft. Haven't checked out the U1 or the U2 yet, but the reason why I like the regular Element so much is for reasons I've already mentioned. It is the new lightest shaft in the world, coming in at 105 grams. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've actually played 2 full pickup sessions with it and haven't broken it yet either, so I think it might hold up pretty well. It's been holding up incredibly well as far as cross-check strength goes. Whenever you have a shaft this light, the biggest thing you worry about is slashing, but if you're not a big slasher, then I would absolutely consider snagging one of these, especially if you're trying to add a few more miles to your shot for your buddies. So if you have a little bit of expendable income right now, this is a great time to grab this shaft. Who knows whether it's before the holidays or maybe you get a little bit of holiday money and you just want to have some fun with a really cool feeling shaft. The Element is one you should absolutely check out. If you're still an alloy shaft guy, I would take a peek at some of the new Maverick shafts. I've always really liked their alloy shafts. They have some new graphics, but another alloy shaft that I do want to mention, because although I'm not a big alloy guy at all, I've never hidden that fact, these alloy shafts were done really well, and those are the String King Metal 2 shafts. I haven't put out my review for the Metal 2 yet, but to really kind of briefly run you through the technology in this, there's some really cool stuff. Basically, they had a dual taper in the sidewall thickness. So some other companies have had kind of a taper profile. Maverick has introduced it. I believe even Brandon Warrior have used a bit of a taper profile. A lot of times that's done by a machine that's kind of operated by a foot pedal. So it's a manual process. It's not digitalized. It's not mechanized at all. So what that means is it's a little bit less consistent. And having that variable wall structure isn't quite as good as it could be. String King used not only a machine to do this, so it's much more precise, but they also used 2 different tapers. So in the fatter side of the shaft, they kept the shaft thicker towards the middle, because that's typically how you hold your stick when you cross-check. So they kept it thicker in the middle so you wouldn't snap it as much on a cross-check. Whereas on the top and the bottom of those thinner sections, they actually left the metal thicker at the top and the bottom of the shaft, because that's where you get the most cross checks. And I also believe it might be slightly top heavy as well, because you aren't receiving as many slashes in between your hands. So really, really cool thought process there. Something that I just find really interesting. So as far as an alloy shaft goes, I think String King makes the best, in my opinion. If you are still looking for that alloy feel, I would definitely recommend the Metal 2. especially now that they come in those 5 different weight ranges of 125, 135, 145, 155, and 165 grams. Really allows you to pick your strength. Good luck trying to break one of these 165s. If you're playing a normal lacrosse style, this is going to last you a long time. Still has that awesome feel that people liked with the metal ones, but introduces the dual wall taper and just has a really solid, even improved metal from the metal ones that should last you really well. That's about it for today, guys. Click the links down below if you want to check out any of the fuller reviews I did on these shafts. Let me know if you think I missed any products in the comments down below. I'll let you know why I either intentionally skipped over them or forgot about them in general. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and check out our Heads holiday gift buying guide right here when I actually link it, which I probably won't. Thanks so much. I'll catch you guys next time.